Hi guys, it's Teacher Harley. I'm so glad you joined me for art today, and today we are going to be doing our art on Spookley the Square Pumpkin. So if you didn't watch my story time with me, I did read Spookley the Square Pumpkin if you want to watch it, and if you did, awesome. So if you remember, Spookley was different than all the other pumpkins, right? Because Spookley's a square and most pumpkins are round, right? But pumpkins do come in all different shapes and sizes, just like people. People are all different. I'm different than you, and you're different than your friends or your brother and sister, and everyone has their own special talents and abilities. So, today we are going to make Spookley the Square Pumpkin's pumpkin patch. And I will show you, see at the end of our story, it shows all the different pumpkins in his pumpkin patch. So we're going to make a pumpkin patch with all the different pumpkins. And we're also going to be putting all the different emotions that we feel on the pumpkins. So all the pumpkins are going to have different faces. Maybe there's happy and sad and frustrated, or maybe there's a brave face or a scared face, because remember in the storm, Spookley was really scared, but he was still brave too. So let's get started. Again, I'm going to do two different ways. If you have construction paper in different colors, we're going to use that way. You can use that way. And if you don't have construction paper, I'm going to show you how you can do it with just white paper. So if you have white paper only, you're going to need 2 pieces of white paper. If you have construction paper, you can pick whatever colors you want. And I'm going to use a black background like the night of the storm. You also are going to need some markers or crayons or colored pencils, whatever you have. You're going to need a pair of scissors. And remember, if you're not very good with scissors, always make sure you ask an adult if you can use them first. Or if you need help, no big deal, because it is a-okay to ask for help. And you will also need a glue stick. Okay, so let's get started. Now I'm going to make my black background, so there that is. Now, first I'm going to choose what colors I want. So I chose an orange, a yellow, a green, a pink, and a purple. Now, if you only have white paper, I just cut a bunch of different shapes already out of my white paper, so our video would be a little quicker. So get your white paper. Now, if you need to trace your shapes before you cut them, that is a-okay. And guess what? This project is going to really get us good at drawing our shapes. So you can draw squares, triangles. Let's look in our book. So in his pumpkin patch, there ended up being squares, triangles, rectangles, squares, ovals, and circles. So that is what we're going to cut out today. If you need to trace them, stop and trace them on your paper. And for me, because I've been cutting for a really long time, I don't really have to trace anymore. So we are going to start cutting our shapes. So here is our square. And if your shapes aren't perfect, guess what? That is a-okay, because even in our story, all of them are different. So here's my square, and then I also cut a white square in case you don't have construction paper. All right, and for my yellow, I'm going to do a triangle, and watch. All I do is cut a corner off straight across, and look at that. I have a triangle, and then I also cut a white triangle, and you can do them all different sizes that you want as well. Now I'm going to use my green. I think I'm going to do a rectangle. So this is the way I'm going to cut my rectangle. I'm just going to go straight up, and then I'm going to come, I think I want my rectangle one a little longer, and then I'm going to cut across just like that. Now I have my rectangle, and then cut your rectangle on the white as well, if you only have white paper. And now I'm going to do an oval. So for my oval, I'm just going to go around. Ovals are long and round. And now I have my oval. Great job. And I also have 2 white ovals that I cut as well. Now I'm going to try on my purple to cut a circle. And you know where a great place to get construction paper is? The dollar store. If you go to the dollar store, you can find lots of construction paper. You get a whole pack for only $1. So if you are wanting construction paper at home, only $1 you can get at the dollar store. So here is our circle. And I'm going to cut one more orange one for my pumpkin patch. And I think I'm going to do it a square too. Maybe a smaller square. Okay. Now that we got our shapes all cut out, and if you don't have yours cut out, that's okay. Just pause the video and cut or trace your shapes so you can cut them out. Now I'm going to set my extra pieces to the side. And now I'm going to get my black piece. Now if you only had white construction paper, what you can do is color them. So if you only have white construction paper, use a crayon or something and you can just color all your shapes, whatever you would like. So I will show you how I'm going to do that. And you can continue to do that with all of your shapes. You could just color them however you would like. Just like this. So if you only had white paper, go ahead and finish coloring them. And color all your shapes that you want. And then you're going to continue just like if you had construction paper. So let's get started. We have our black paper. Now we're going to get our glue and take our cap off. Now remember, with glue, we don't have to push super hard because that'll ruin our glue stick and we won't get to do any more art. So you want to push nice and soft and not too much. So first I'm going to do what color is this, guys? Orange. Great job. And what shape is it? A square. I'm going to do my square pumpkin on the middle. Kind of like middle top. Just like this. Great job. Now I think I'm going to do what shape? Triangle. My triangle pumpkin. Just like that. And if you had a hard time cutting the shapes, you can always have an adult help you too. And that is okay to ask for help. Now I'm going to do my pink oval. Pink oval. Good job. All right. Now it's time for the rectangle, the green rectangle. Now I'm going to put him across in the middle. And you can put your shapes wherever you would like. Whatever you like is what you should do. Because this is art and you can have so much fun with it. Now I'm going to do my purple circle. There we go. And last but not least, my last orange square-ish rectangle. Kind of looks like a square, kind of looks like a rectangle. So we're going to glue those all down. Now, important thing, make sure you put your lid on your glue because we are done with our glue. And this is what mine looks like so far. Awesome. So now we are going to do our different emotions because in the book, Spookley felt lots of different things. When he was teased, he felt really sad. And when he was in the storm, he felt really scared. And then when he was in the storm as well, and he stopped with all the pumpkins, he plugged the hole, then how did he feel? He felt brave, right? And then last but not least, at the end, when the farmer saw him, he felt so happy, right? Because the farmer loved him. And everyone realized even though he was different, he was really special, just like you guys. So we are going to make all those different emotions. So, I'm going to use mostly a black marker, but you can use whatever color you want to make your motions. The first one I'm going to make, on my triangle, I'm going to make a sad face. I am going to make a sad face. Can you show me a sad face? I'm feeling sad. My face is a frown. My eyes, they look sad. So that's what I'm going to try to do. For my eyes, I'm going to do a big circle and then a little circle inside. And they're going to be looking down. And when I look at my face when I make a sad face, my eyebrows get kind of frowny. So I'm going to give him some frowny eyebrows. And then I'm going to give him a little sad face. Maybe I'll even draw a little tear. Because remember, Spookley was sad in the beginning. He looks a little angry as well. But that's okay if he still looks a little angry. Sometimes you can be angry and sad at the same time. And then I might give him some little lines like a pumpkin. Like that. Pumpkins have little lines, kind of like this. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to draw a courageous face. So when I'm feeling brave, I'm kind of looking up, right? And I have a smile. I'm brave. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to do 2 big circles for the eyes. And then 2 little circles looking up. Like that. And then I'm going to do a smirky smile. He is feeling brave, isn't he? He is feeling brave. He is feeling brave, isn't he?